What up? Pilgrim here with you guys. Like button, subscribe to the channel, notification bell, comment. I'm sure you've been told all that shit many times before. Watch this channel. You watch any of the buddies that also similar content, you know that's the thing. Usually you see us behind a desk talking to y'all. A few of us are actually out there really doing shit to add to our survival, likelihoods of survival. It was going to be a rabbit hole radio. We're waiting on Chris to join in. It's a possibility Chris will still join in. Go see what's up with that. It's a crazy ass world. I haven't been live in a while. I had one of my videos, one of my shorts. I don't know if you guys noticed. I've been being pretty prolific with my shorts. My short where I was eating a Thai fish ball that my buddy's wife had made had gotten taken down. Y'all, because YouTube said that is for drug use. They said that my video, me eating a Thai fish ball, was promoting drug usage. Let me check that out real quick, Michigan. By the way, brother, what's up? Let me see this shit real quick. Let me see what the hell Michigan's talking about. And I got a few news stories I want to go through with you guys. Let me see. Let's see. And if it's as funny as he claims it is, I will show it. Oh, this is that new act of self-protection, huh? I ain't seen this one yet. Let's watch it. Let's watch this. If you watched this already, guess what, buddy? You're about to watch this shit again. I ain't seen it. Viewer discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is advised, guys.
Let's charge it.
I own no ownership. I claim no ownership of this video or the contents in it. This all belongs to John Korea from Active Self-Protection, and the original video belongs to the public.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's lesson here at Active Self-Protection. I'm your host, John Korea. Thank you to the 307,000 people who sent me this video. It has obviously been making the rounds.
Oh, hell yeah, I've seen this. I have seen this.
The internet. You see the guy whose back is turned to us.
Yes, I have seen this.
He is a local, urban outdoorsman, professional gentleman, as it were, who has come in and robbed this store like twice in the last 3 days. One time threatened that he had a gun and he said, "Leave me alone, I have a gun and I'll shoot you." Second time that he threatened them with bodily harm and stole things out of their store.
It's not this guy's fault that he wanted to rob this store. He didn't want to, I should say. It's society's fault. It's our racist American system that led up to this guy robbing this store. Now let's proceed.
This is the third time that he is back now. The cell phone footage is from a customer who owns another business in town. We have a bunch of audio here. This one goes on for some time. Let's listen in.
Hey, let me get a swisher though. Can I get a strip? Hey, can I get a swisher? Let me get a swisher.
Yeah, the camera guy, the guy recording, he sounds like an upstanding member of society, doesn't he? You know, just sitting here basically allowing this shit to happen. Can I get a swisher? Can I get a swisher? The business owner. Maybe it's because the people that own this business don't look like him that he's not really giving a shit as much. God dang it.
Nothing you can do though. There's nothing you can do, man. Until you call police.
What's up, Joe?
Until police come in.
You heard what he said? You heard what this fucking dude on the camera saying? There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do except call the police.
Oh, hey, ain't nothing you can do, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Why stand up for this guy? This guy is getting everything he deserves. All right. The violence is unacceptable, but this guy is going to, why stand up for this guy? You hear how this other guy sitting here, don't do that.
It's okay. Okay, brother. Okay.
I don't know if I get in trouble for selling this. I don't know if I get in trouble. This is very similar to that video I showed of that Indian rapist guy getting beaten by the village women. Yeah, I'd say he's. You know, there are people out there that would defend. There are people out there, guys, that would defend the thief. There are people out there, such as one of the guys in this video, who would defend this thief, who would say that this thief did nothing wrong, who would say that these guys are in the wrong for defending their business. That is what a lot of people out there would be saying. And a lot of people are saying.
Call whooping your ass.
Okay. Let me go back. I guess at this video, there are two people in this video talking. The guy that's the store owner, I guess the one, not the owner of this store, but a neighboring business, the one taking the video. And there's another guy that's saying spewing absolute diarrhea out of his mouth as well in the background. Telling these guys acting like, leave him alone.
Get him!
Okay.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Now go.
I'm done.
Go.
I'm going. Let me go.
Go.
I'll go.
What a tiger.
Go.
You can't.
Go. Hey, let him go. Just let him go. Just let him.
Let him go. No, fuck no. Hold that motherfucker there until either the police arrive or something, you know? The police, hopefully, has anybody called the police during this whole thing?
That's enough. Hey, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Okay. Hey, okay. No more. No more. No more. Please. It's okay. Let him go.
Maybe give him about 5 or 6 more.
Hey, you go. Go. You want to go? Let's go. Let's go. You want police to get him? You want to call police to get him?
Please let me go by my legs.
Police to get him? Okay. You want police to get him? Okay. They're coming? You hold him till the police come in.
Please.
You call police? You call police? You call police?
I can't move, man.
You call. If you don't call police, let him go. You want to let him go? He doesn't have a gun. He doesn't have a gun. He's lying. He's lying. He doesn't have a gun. You don't have a gun. You have a gun? Do you have a gun? He's lying. Let's let him go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's get him. Let's get him. Okay. Come on. Okay. No, it's okay. Okay. No more. You know no more. No more come here, right? No more come and do that, right? Brother, please. I'm your brother. Right? No more do this, okay?
I am your brother.
Let's go. Let's go. No, let him go.
You notice whenever there's some opposite situation. If I were to see somebody like me doing some shit like this, there would be no bond. There would be no brotherhood. There'd be no like, oh, dude, yeah, man, hey, oh. Yeah, that sucks, Tiger, too, that they would, you know. In an ideal society, people would be able to protect their business, not have to worry about jail.
He owe you a lot of money? He owe you a lot of money? Do he owe you a lot of money? He owe you a lot of money? Let him go.
Give me some detail, Joe. What panel?
No, you can't. Let's go.
Did you pop
better
in
walk
your
tonight.
face?
You better walk tonight.
Showed your face.
You better walk tonight. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's
Don't come
go.
back here no more.
Let's go.
Okay? Don't do that, okay? They shoot you.
Bro, can I get a soda?
Please. Man, what kind of shit on me and you do this shit? No. Okay? Get the fuck man. Hold on. Hey. Just be cool, man.
I've put a bunch of news stories
I'd look further into that. Yeah, you know, you'd have to find a good lawyer, and it depends, I feel like, on whether or not the court would be rigged against them in that particular situation. If they're like, are they in California or are they in Texas? You know, in California, someone breaks in your house, they're raping like your wife, and you hit them in the head with a hammer and kill them. Your ass is going to prison for like 20 or 30 years. You know, in Texas, you're not gonna get in no trouble. California, you do some horrible sexual shit, you'll probably do like 5 years in prison. You know, over here towards Texas area in the southeast, you're gonna be looking at some serious time. But so it's all about where you're at, I guess, as far as the punishment. You know, yeah, he is lucky he didn't get shot. Speaking of getting shot, that's gonna kind of help me segue into this little news story that I came across, guys. I don't know if y'all have ever heard me talk about Project Bluebeam. If y'all been following this channel for a while, then you know that I don't believe in aliens. Aliens are one of the biggest lies ever created in the history of the human race to deceive the human population. As is this whole war in Ukraine. This is a big cluster, a big ball of insanity going on over there. You know, a lot of the money laundering situation between Russia possibly actually being the good guys. I digress. Here's a civilian with a FPV drone during a drone course for civilians and military personnel by Ukraine's Kruk Academy for Drone Operations. All right, this is February 21st. Ukrainian soldiers believe they spotted a disc-shaped UFO using a reconnaissance drone deployed in battle. A video circulating on social media shows. The video was shared by ex-user Albafella, who frequently posts updates on ongoing war in Ukraine. Now, this article is most likely going to point towards them trying to say it's either something to do a Russian unidentified craft, but they're most likely going to try to point it towards aliens. Ukrainian defenders filmed an unidentified disc-shaped object in the combat zone. The user describes himself as a military and political blogger, said on Wednesday. Now, drone and unmarked vehicles, UAVs, they play crucial, roles throughout this war. Now, let's get past this. I'm going to show you guys the video. Yeah, I could only imagine how this whole drone situation. This is probably going to be like the Ukraine-Russia conflict is probably, to my knowledge, the first conflict with both sides using drones against each other in such a heavy way. And sure, the U.S. might have used drones against, let's say, Afghanistan, against the Taliban rebels and all that. But this is countries who are having trench-style warfare with each other, who are basically, Ukraine, which to me, in my opinion, should be part of Russia. Ukraine is for the West. They are being used for testing like weapons out, a lot of military equipment that's being sent to them. We might not have used it yet. We're trying to see how that works for them. Now, let me go on and show you guys this. Go back. See that? You see that?
Охренеть, ни хрена. Что это за херня? Это тарелка по-любому. А ну приблизь еще. На месте стоит, ты бачишь?
На месте, блядь.
А в теплах ничего не
слышно? Look how fucking... This is a classic Project Bluebeam. That don't look like no drone or UAV that I have seen before.
А ну приблизь еще.
Look, this looks as real as a picture of a globe Earth. See, and they're saying, like, how come it's not attacking us, So what it's kind of strange, the whole kind of strange right now that the alien thing's starting to come into the picture. The alien thing's starting to come up into the picture now. We're getting kind of deep into this nuclear. This article I just came across. While I was looking, I'm going to look at that video that Joe just posted. This might be some news. Let me see. A nuclear weapon plant was evacuated last night during some wildfires. Pantex, the Center for Assembling and Disassembling the U.S. Nuclear Arsenal, said last night that it shut down operations until further notice. After fires nearby were brought under control, it reopened this morning for normal day shift operations, with all personnel asked to report for duty. Last night, the company warned the fire near Pantex is not contained, saying response efforts have shifted to evacuations. Have to keep an eye out on that. We could have a nuclear weapons facility exploding. Most likely something that they fucking plan. Now look, there's a video that Joe sent. I own no rights to this video. I own no right. That's what they wanted. They want you. You would think it was aliens watching, wouldn't you? That's what I would think as well. But it's all a part of their big master plan that Reagan set up. Let's see if we can get some context. What up, Huckleberry? Aliens don't exist, in my opinion. What up, October? Thank you to Joe for sharing this video. Of course. That's no. They have to be getting this kind of shit from the United States. Well, that's probably the number one money laundering place in the world for a lot of these congressmen, a lot of these businessmen, bankers here in the U.S. That in Israel. Hmm. Joe, you make a good point with that. That whole situation is very complicated over there, and I'm not pro-Palestine in the way that a lot of these like weirdos are. I'm not pro-Palestine in the way that a lot of these liberals are. I'm not pro-Palestine in that way, but I am pro-Palestine in the way whenever I feel as if Israel is, they're perpetrators of genocide on these people. Not even that, but not necessarily. See, it gets when you get down to ethnic and religious differences. Joe, very good point too. Another good point, brother. Yeah, and it's like the Israelites, they were gone forever for a couple thousand years from that area. They were spread throughout the whole world. They couldn't find a place they could settle in, and then they come back there 80 years ago and then start clearing out. And these are not just Muslims. These are a lot of Christians, and I've been hearing Jesus has been appearing to a lot of Muslims in over in Gaza, a lot of Palestinians. But that could be neither here nor there. That could be bullshit. I want to believe in my heart that it's true. Let me show you this. San Francisco apologizes to black residents and their descendants for systematic racism and past atrocities. You would think with all the human shit and all the needles and all of the the muggings and prostitution going on in San Francisco, that they would care more than just they would do something to actually, instead of an apology to their black residents, maybe they can make their neighborhoods better, so yeah, it's a crazy world, crazy world. This chat, let me see. Excellent motherfucking point as well. I said I wouldn't cuss till 5, but let me read this story. San Francisco formally apologized to its black residents and their descendants for decades of systematic and structural discrimination, targeted acts of violence, and atrocities. On Tuesday, during the last week of Black History Month, the 11 members of the city's Board of Supervisors unanimously voted to pass a resolution that includes a formal apology and commits to the rectification and redress of past policies and misdeeds, the resolution states. Supervisor Shaman Walton, who introduced the resolution last fall as one of more than 100 recommendations from the city's African American Reparations Advisory Committee, described it as historic and long overdue, according to a news release. So I guess San Francisco treated black people like shit, is what I'm getting from this. I guess they had when I think of San Francisco, I don't think of black people. I think of gay, or I think of Chinese. And now I'm trying to figure why is who crying exactly? What do you mean by that? So I find some concept behind that. Okay, 2022, coinciding with the Lunar New Year, the Board of Supervisors passed a resolution formally apologizing to its Chinese residents for discrimination. That's what I think. I feel like the Chinese were probably treated more like shit there than. I'd say the Chinese were probably treated more like shit there than black people. San Francisco is the second major U.S. city to issue an apology to black residents after Boston passed a similar edict in 2022, apologizing for the role played by the city of Boston in the transatlantic slave trade and ongoing detrimental impacts experienced by black people of Boston. So instead of offering, I feel like this is the first step towards them. They've been talking about offering reparations, about giving reparations out. And at this point, I feel like it's a little late. And some of these numbers I've been hearing about this reparations shit are outrageous. Some of these numbers are crazy. And they're really, and I feel like they might try to push something like that. And I don't know about you guys. I'd be pissed off if I knew somebody else was getting some money, and I wouldn't get no money. Honestly, I wouldn't want to take no money from the government like that anyway. But it's just the principle of them getting money, or if people, not them. I shouldn't say it like that. That sounds a little weird, but the principle of them giving money out to people like that based on what they look like and based on historical stuff that's messed up, because if you think about it, the indentured servitude was a big thing as well for a lot of people, and they're not offering no money for that. They're not offering thousands of dollars, for that, and honestly, they wouldn't want to give no damn. They wouldn't want to give. They're only talking this shit. I just got to thinking about this. They wouldn't want to give the reparations out anyway because they'd rather put that reparation money into some credit cards to give to illegal aliens. It's a lot going on. Yeah, San Fran should apologize for the taxes they still confiscate firearms, all the damn dead babies that have happened. That's one of the places where they allow abortion as soon as the baby's born, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure I'm not 100% sure on the details of that. I know we've all heard about the late term 9-month last trimester abortions that they do over there. Horrible, evil, sick, horrible, evil shit. And now I'm sure we've all heard about this next news story I'm about to kind of segue into. I hate to keep on popping between them all, but we're kind of trying to get through it. This guy was most likely from San Francisco. Aaron Bushnell, the U.S. Air Force member who died setting himself on fire outside the Israeli embassy, 25-year-old IT engineer in training, O'Harold, from a tiny Massachusetts town. Well, I guess he was from Massachusetts. He wasn't, not from San Fran. This guy set himself on fire. That's a little extreme. That's a for Gaza. I support. I'm pro-Palestine as far as that goes. Fuck Israel. I'm anti-Israel. But this guy burning himself on fire, dude. I'm not anti-Israel for liberal reasons and shit either. Look how it describes this. Look how it describes this dude in this article. This is from New York Post. He live streamed his final moments. I'll open that in a new tab to see if you see that. I don't know if we can show that shit. Oh yeah, this guy, man. Dressed in his uniform, I'll no longer be complicit in genocide in Gaza. I'm about to engage in an extreme act of protest, he added before repeatedly screaming, "Free Palestine," as fire engulfed him and he eventually collapsed. The airman basic trained. So he entered basic training in May 2020, so that's 4 years ago. Graduated top of flight and top of class. His LinkedIn profile said it has been memorialized as a tribute to Aaron Bushnell's professional legacy. So you could find his LinkedIn profile. He ended up stationed in San Antonio, Texas, across the country from his family back home in Orleans on Cape Cod. At the time of his death, Bushnell was working as a DevOps, a development operator of software development and operations engineer, a tech guy who was presumably acting as a go-between for the two areas. His job profile said he also had cybersecurity training, he said. Throughout my time in the military in both leadership and fellowship roles, as well as prior work experience in a variety of civilian roles, I have thrived in an environment, blah, blah, blah. He described himself as an aspiring software engineer. Here's a picture of him not on fire. We are deeply saddened. SNHU community sends deepest condolences to his family. So he grew up with a religious family. Okay, they're associated with the Church of the Transfiguration and the Community of Jesus. I haven't heard that one before. And he had anarchist leaning. This is where we're kind of getting. This is what I was trying to. This is what I was trying to get into right here. This is the whole purpose of this live. Aaron liked two Ohio-based anarchist groups, Burden River Anarchist Collective and Mutual Aid Street Solidarity, on his Facebook page. So they could tell what he liked to look on his Facebook. He also gave the thumbs up to an account belonging to the Kent State University chapter of the radical pro-Hamas group Students for Justice in Palestine. In late December, Burden River touted 2 books for readers, including one titled Nourishing Resistance. And these PDFs, you can go online and download. What up, Hillbilly? You can go online and download these PDFs. All right. So this is where it's starting to get. This is where it kind of gets into rabbit hole conspiracy theory territory. All right. The government knows whenever people press on these links. They know whenever you download these things, and they are most likely the ones who will create these Facebook pages. So, ding, ding, ding. They see this dude here liking all this shit, kind of getting into it. He's in the military, right? All right, so check this out. He's in the military. They see he's liking all this stuff. They start messing with him. They start getting him. They start sending somebody. They send somebody to talk to him. He meets somebody. That's somebody they put in his life. All right. His food starts affecting him. They start putting stuff in his food, right? He starts getting all these crazy, crazy ideas, okay? He's anarchist. What's the most anarchical thing you could do? Take your own fucking life, all right? And then boom, now this guy, he is a martyr to the liberal cause. On October 17th, 10 days after Palestinian terror group Hamas launched its massacre in Israel, sparking the Gaza war, the anarchist group also linked to an interview by the Black Rose Anarchist Federation titled Voices from the Front Line Against the Occupation, interview with Palestinian anarchists. It interviewed Fatah, a small group centered in the West Bank that identifies itself as a Palestinian anarchist organization, to get their perspective on the current struggle. We hope that this interview will be a step in creating more connections between revolutionaries in the U.S. and the militant youth in Palestine, and more knowledge and understanding of each other, Black Rose said. The Fatah member interviewed said during the conversation, "I want to tell all our brothers around the world, not just in the United States, to never trust what the global media empire tells you." I'm not saying that this dude's message was right. I'm saying I am an anarcho-capitalist. That is the best way to describe it. I believe I'm in sort of a Christian anarchy kind of thing. And the more that I study about this guy, he definitely had a handler out there. But if he wouldn't, this guy, he could have probably been a valuable asset in the future if they wouldn't have got a hold of him. 2 hours before he burned himself alive around 1 p.m. Sunday, Aaron Bushnell posted a now eerie final message on Facebook. Many of us like to ask ourselves, what would I do if I was alive during slavery, or the Jim Crow South, or apartheid? What would I do if my country was committing genocide? The question is, you're doing it right now, he wrote. The message included a link to a Twitch live stream, which he soon used to broadcast to the world his opposition to the war of Gaza and its horrific end. Hi, my name is Aaron Bushnell. I'm an active-duty member of the United States Air Force, and I will no longer be complicit in genocide. The young man says matter-of-factly in the footage as he walks towards his final destination outside the embassy Sunday afternoon. Crazy, crazy, crazy. He cussed the veterans on Reddit. Exactly, but you know how they, like, the deep state has handlers and they have people they send into people's lives. I wish that we also had something. I know that sounds kind of fucked up, but if our side had, we could, and imagine how great the world could be if we could, like, infiltrate, if we, the anarchism of the past, and I'm not promoting anarchism on this channel, but anarchism in the past, it was felt because violence has always been a tool that anarchists have used. Either you look at the Serbians in World War I, the dude that assassinated William McKinley back in 1900. The straight up violence is never, but the way that these liberals have got it, the way these left leaning sort of socialist people got it, they've actually got it kind of down correctly. I feel like they assimilate into society. They assimilate into places of power. They become your politicians. They become your corporate people. They slowly assimilate into it, and then when they have enough power, they start using their money and they start influencing our society. Everything, all this shit was created. All this shit, our whole society, all these wars going on right now, everything we talk about, just about, was created in a think tank around 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago. All right. A bunch of dudes in some suits infiltrated. And that is the message of the liberals, though, is complete and total Borg. They want us to be like the Borg from Star Trek, like a beehive, a complete and total dehumanization of the human race. Yeah, straight up. Yeah, I haven't heard about that one, Hunter. I think I've heard a little bit about that. But yeah, they were no joke back in the day. They were willing to they would go up and shoot somebody, and they would know that they would die as soon as they did it. So they didn't. Huey Long, he was assassinated. A personal hero of mine, Huey P. Long, he was assassinated. He was basically like the dictator of Louisiana. What up, Sam Hill American? Yeah, and it begs to bring thought into the whole thing. You ask yourself, why all the big planning? Why take all the time to drag things out so long? Yeah, most of the time, if you're loved by the people, the deep state does not love you. They try to do everything they can to get out of there. Kind of like what's happening with our boy RFK. Right now. They know that his dad was assassinated, know his uncle was assassinated. He ain't getting no kind of damn security, and he honestly, if we didn't have Trump, RFK would be our only hope. There's a powder assassination attempt on Donald Trump Jr. I ain't heard about that. Let me see. I'm gonna look that up real quick. These guys are all in on this shit though. I hate to say it, man. They're all in on in on this shit though, man. You know, Trump's kids are all married to Israeli citizens. All of his kids are married to Israeli. All of his kids are married to somebody. But they're not just regular Israeli people. They're married to, you feel me? They're married to people from Israel that are connected to rich families in Israel. You know, the businessmen, people like that. Here, let's show this video real quick.
Hazmat teams responded to the home of Donald Trump Jr. yesterday after claims he received a letter containing white powder and a death threat. Our Christian Benavides is outside the gated community in Jupiter, Florida, where the former president's son lives. Christian, what more can you tell us about what happened here?
Chanel, good morning. Officials tell CBS News that Donald Trump Jr. received this letter along with a death threat inside this gated community here in Jupiter, Florida, yesterday afternoon. Now, he opened it himself, and when he saw the powdery white substance, they say he put it down and called 911. Sources tell CBS News that the lab testing of the powder was inconclusive, but they do not believe that the powder was deadly. This was the second time white powder with a death threat was mailed to the home of the former president's eldest son. In New York in 2018, Don Jr.'s wife at the time opened a letter with a white substance, and she was sent to the hospital along with other family members as a precaution. Officials later determined that the substance in that case was not harmful.
I don't know, psyop or liberal anarchist doing this shit. Hell yeah, Sam. You know, but this is America, brother. You know, we're not going to agree with everything that we all say to each other. You feel me? And I'm sure everybody that watches me doesn't agree with what I say, and everybody I watch, I don't agree with everything they say. You know, but you know, we can still have a civil conversation at the end of the day. And fuck yeah, I'd be honored to discuss some shit with you one of the soon, dude. We can aim for tomorrow, man. I'm about to have to start getting ready for work here in the next 5 minutes, but we can go for tomorrow for sure. We can go for see what's up tomorrow. Isaac's gonna have somebody. We've been doing this whole late night hideout thing, but or not late night hideout. That was with Hutch. We've been doing the rabbit hole radio thing, but I've been getting more comfortable kind of doing the whole solo thing too since I've been getting back into this. But fuck yeah, dude, Sam Hill American, you're hilarious. I would love to talk to you. I'd love for my friends to talk to you as well. We had a badass conversation with we had a goddamn what's it called? We had fucking crazy shit going on the other night. I kind of got lost track of it. Let me see. Yeah, I'm having to start getting ready for this damn work. What up, Morgan? Big dog. You gotta present them powerfully. I feel like, dude. You know, you got to present these thoughts out there in a way that you can't be a bitch when you say things. If you say stuff like, yeah, dude, I believe the deep state. You gotta be like, no, the deep state is trying to kill us all. The deep state is here after you. They want to destroy your future, destroy your bloodline. And that will get people will be like, damn, I fucking might look into what this dude's saying because I could slightly respect compared to being, oh, you know, got my posture all fucked up, my fucking hips down and shit. I respect the hell out of you, Sam Hill American. Open invite on both. Anytime, next time I go live, dog. Next time I go live, dude, I'm gonna put the link out there and it's open invite to you for sure. What up, Jay? What up, Jay? We got Lay Gino too. My other dog got Camel Crawl. Damn, Gino, hi. I'd like to get both of you guys on here and talk to y'all, both of you guys at the same time again and shit. The other day, that shit was hilarious. That shit was hilarious. That was one of the best fucking, you know, and I hope there's you know, I don't know exactly what all Gino and Sam Hill Americans vibe is with each other and shit. You know what I'm saying? I think they're friends. But you know, they're also their whole vibe and shit is hilarious, and I think that a lot of you guys would dig it and shit too for sure. These guys are like way bigger than me too, but you know they're they're these guys definitely like the combination and shit, dude. Honestly, I think with the three of us fucking around with a show would be hilarious. The three of us fucking around with the show might be a little hilarious, honestly, dude. We could, you know, I think that could bring back, you know, we get past some of our little animosities. I think that we could do some shit to where we could bring back the spirit of O&A. You know what I mean, fellas? We could bring back that whole spirit, you know, mix the O&A vibe with a little bit of the, you know, Art Bell, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to see what's up. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I'm going to start getting ready for work. Tomorrow, keep an eye out. We're most likely going to have a fucking crazy badass show tomorrow. Tomorrow's live is going to be out of this fucking world. Thank you to everybody who watched this live stream. Thank you to everybody. Special shout out to Joe. Special shout out to Gino. Special shout out to Sam Hill American. Special shout out to motherfucking Michigan Outpost. Special shout out to motherfucking Huckleberry. Special shout out to Tiger. All right. Who am I missing? Special shout out to Morgan Horde. All right. Peace out, guys. I'll holler y'all tomorrow. All right.